Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the values of x that satisfy this radical equation. Now, to solve this problem, remember that for this equation to be defined, then these four square roots must be positive or equal to 0. Of course, you know that because of the nature of the square roots, they cannot both be equal to 0 at the same time. Now, we have that 1 plus x must be greater than or equal to 0. And we also have that 1 minus x must be greater than or equal to 0. Now, when we subtract 1 from both sides of this inequality, we have that x must be greater than or equal to minus 1. And of course, you know that this means that minus 1 must be less than or equal to x. Now, in this case, if we subtract 1 from both sides of this inequality, we have that minus x must be greater than or equal to minus 1. And when we multiply both sides of this inequality by minus 1, we have that x must be less than or equal to 1. Of course, you know that when we multiply both sides of an inequality by a negative quantity, the sign is flipped. So when we combine these two conditions, we have that minus 1 must be less than or equal to x, which must be less than or equal to 1. So the solution to this radical equation must fall within the range minus 1 and 1. Now, the next thing we are going to do is that we will divide both the numerator and the denominator of this fraction by the same quantity. Of course, you know that when you divide the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same quantity, the fraction remains the same. The quantity we are going to divide with is the square root of 1 plus x. So when we do that, we have 11 times root 1 plus x over root 1 plus x minus 16 times root 1 minus x over root 1 plus x divided by root 1 plus x over root 1 plus x plus 8 times root 1 minus x over root 1 plus x is equal to x. Now, of course, you know that this over this is equal to 1. This over this is equal to 1. And since we have this and this, we do a substitution. So let y be equal to root 1 minus x over root 1 plus x. Now, with this substitution, we can write this equation as 11 times 1, which is 11, minus 16 times y over 1 plus 8 times y is equal to x. Now, we still have x here. So what we are going to do is that we will make x the subject of this formula. And of course, to do that, we start by squaring both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have this squared is equal to this squared. Now, this is y squared is equal to this is going to take care of this and that. 1 minus x over 1 plus x. The next thing we are going to do is to cross multiply. So we have that 1 times this, that is 1 minus x, is equal to y squared times 1 plus x, that is y squared plus y squared x. Now let us move y squared over to the left and move minus x over to the right. When we do that, we have 1 minus y squared is equal to x plus y squared x. From here, we have that 1 minus y squared is equal to x into x divided by x is 1. Y squared x divided by x is y squared. And of course, when we divide both sides of this equation by 1 plus y squared, we have that x is equal to 1 minus y squared over 1 plus y squared. So now we can write this equation as 11 minus 16y over 1 plus 8y is equal to 1 minus y squared over 1 plus y squared. And of course, to solve this equation, we cross multiply. We have that 11 minus 16y times 1 plus y squared is equal to 1 plus 8y times 1 minus y squared. Expanding this, we have 11 times 1, that is 11. 11 times y squared, that is plus 11y squared, minus 16y times 1, that is minus 16y, minus 16y times y squared, that is minus 16y cubed, is equal to 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times minus y squared is minus y squared. 8y times 1 is 8y. And 8y times minus y squared is minus 8y cubed. Now, collecting like terms, let us move everything over to the right. We have 0 on the left, and this is equal to, this goes over and becomes 16y cubed. This is already here, so we have minus 8y cubed. This goes over and becomes minus 11y squared. This is already here, so we have minus y squared. This goes over and becomes plus 16y. This is already here, so we have plus 8y. Finally, this goes over and becomes minus 11. This is already here, so we have plus 1. Now, 16y cubed minus 8y cubed is going to give us 8y cubed. Minus 11y squared minus y squared is going to give us minus 12y squared. 16y plus 8y is going to give us plus 24y. And minus 11 plus 1 is going to give us minus 10. And this is equal to 0. Now we have a cubic equation. By trial and error, we have that one of the roots of this cubic equation is y equal to half. When we substitute half for y into the left-hand side, we have 8 times half cubed minus 12 times half squared plus 24 times half minus 10. Of course, half to the power 3 is 1 over 8. So this is 8 times 1 over 8 minus half squared is 1 over 4. 12 times 1 over 4 plus half times 24 is 12 minus 10. This will cancel that and we have 1. 4 into 12 is 3 plus 12 minus 10. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 12 is 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. So what we are now going to do is that we will divide this cubic expression by y minus half to find the quadratic factor. To set out our division, we have 8 minus 12, 24, and minus 10. And of course, we are dividing by half. Now we bring down 8. Half times 8 is 4. Minus 12 plus 4 is minus 8. Half times minus 8 is minus 4. 24 minus 4 is 20. Half times 20 is 10. Minus 10 plus 10 is 0. So we have that when we divide this cubic expression by y minus half, what we have is 8y squared minus 8y plus 20. So that means that the left-hand side of this cubic equation can be written as y minus half multiplied by 8y squared minus 8y plus 20. And of course, this is equal to 0. Now let us see if this quadratic factor will yield any real values of y. To do that, we are going to test the discriminant. Of course, you know that the discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. b is minus 8. So minus 8 squared is 64. A is 8. And c is 20. Now we have 64 minus 4 times 8 is 32 times 20, that is 640. Of course, looking at this, you will immediately see that this is a negative number. And of course, you know that when the discriminant of a quadratic equation is negative, then that quadratic equation has no real roots. That means that this quadratic equation is useless to us in finding the real values of x that satisfy this radical equation. That means that from this cubic equation, we have only one real value of y. That is y equal to half. Now that we have found the value of y, we can go back to this equation to find the value of x. So we have that x is equal to 1 minus half squared divided by 1 plus half squared. This is equal to 1 minus 1 over 4 divided by 1 plus 1 over 4. X is equal to 4 times 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So this is 3 over 4 divided by 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 over 4. And of course, this is the same as 3 over 4. We change this to multiplication and we flip the dividing fraction. So we have 4 over 5. This will cancel this to give us that x is equal to 3 over 5. So this is the value of x that satisfies this radical equation. This is 0.6 in decimal. Now you can see that the value of x that we calculated lies within the required range. But let us check our answer. Before that, let us calculate the value of 1 plus x and 1 minus x. We have 1 plus 3 over 5. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3. This is 8 over 5. 1 minus 3 over 5. 5 times 1 is 5 minus 3. This is 2 over 5. Now, here we have 11 times root 8 over 5 minus 16 times root 2 over 5 over root 8 over 5 plus 8 times root 2 over 5. Now let us look at the square root of 8 over 5. Of course, you know that the square root of 8 over 5 is equal to the square root of 4 times 2 over 5. And the square root of 4 is equal to 2. So this is 2 times the square root of 2 over 5. So this is equal to 11 times 2 times the square root of 2 over 5 minus 16 times the square root of 2 over 5 divided by 2 times the square root of 2 over 5 plus 8 times the square root of 2 over 5. 11 times 2 is 22. So this is 22 times the square root of 2 over 5 minus 16 times the square root of 2 over 5 divided by 2 times the square root of 2 over 5 plus 8 times the square root of 2 over 5. Now, 22 minus 16. Of course, you can already see that now we have the same number under the square root sign. 22 minus 16 is 6. Then we have root 2 over 5. And 2 plus 8 is 10. And we have root 2 over 5. Now this can cancel that. And we have 6 over 10. 2 into 6 is 3. And 2 into 10 is 5. So this is 3 over 5. And of course, x is equal to 3 over 5. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching and watch more videos here.